Hey Dad, time to share a memory today. I'm driving. I'll try to look at the road, so I'm obeying the law here. But today I want to share with you a story that I think about often for some reason. And it's not because of guilt. It's because I'm grateful that you were so forgiving. So when I was 14 or so, you started to have me drive, and would drive your ChemDry van around the acreage, especially when it came to sweet corn harvest and selling the sweet corn at the corner stand. I don't know if you can call it a stand. It was a little spot to put a table and a bucket. But anyways, and I drive back and forth. Well, I had driven out there to do something, and I was driving your van, and then I put it in reverse and I backed up, and then I stopped because I was trying to position myself to pick up the buckets full of corn to then drive them down to the corner. And when I got out of the van, I looked right behind the van, and one of the main valves for the underground irrigation system was, snapped in half. And I remember thinking to myself, there's no way Dad's gonna believe me when I tell him I don't think I did this, because I saw it right behind the van, right? But you and Mom kind of instilled in us that we fess up to things we see or do right away. So I drove back to the house and I pulled you aside and I told you about it, and I said in my sheepish absurd, because I was so nervous, it probably came across as I was lying, that I don't think I ran into it, but it was snapped in half. And I saw it after backing up and getting out of the car, out of the van, and I saw it right behind it. It probably sounded like such a fictional story, but your immediate response was, you know what, it probably was the guy that was mowing the pasture for us, or something like that. And I remember thinking, wow, it was so fast to accept the story that I believed was true. And you probably had a sneaky suspicion that, man, he's probably lying to save face or to not get in trouble. But because you respected me and because you believed me, it actually made me want to make sure that I'm always honest with you. I don't know if you remember that story at all, but that's been a big story in my life that I think about often. Thanks, love you, man.